Let me give you a brief about MLMO. Uh, okay, so we started our journey from Kenya in 2013. So that's why we took our name from Kenya. LMO. LMO stands for education. It's a Swahili word. So MLMO, mobile education. Okay, so that's how we bring our point. Now about MLMO LMS, a lot of disturbance is coming. Let me, 1 second. Let me put. Yeah. So yeah. So let me give you about Malimo LMS brief. So Malimo LMS is basically a cloud-based technology which address all the obstacle of a university point of view. It means the university they do not need to buy any specific servers for the implementation of such kind of platform. They do not need specific kind of like bandwidth or technical staff or like maintenance team or space to run such kind of platform. We take care of all those things. Okay. Then in this slide I'm going to share you the top 5 benefits of using a Malimo platform. Number one is the technology limitation. Okay, so we have designed our platform in such a way so that it suits to all African students. As I understand, in Ethiopia there is a huge internet connectivity problem. So most of the students also coming from remote areas, and the internet data pack is also very they are expensive, so every student cannot afford those data packs to study online. So we came up with a concept, call it as offline concept, which means student they do not need any kind of internet on their device to have access of their learning content. They can do various activities. It could be some assignment, quiz, forum discussion, so they can do all such kind of activities without using any kind of internet. Plus, our platform can work either on mobile phone, tablet, laptop, computers. It supports all such kind of device. Okay, so this is all about like technology limitation. We are coming over this, and then second point is the self evaluation. So within our application, student can track their day-to-day progress. They can see how much topic they have covered, and how much marks they have got or the grade they have got in a particular assignment or a quiz. They can see what is the highest grade, what is the lowest grade, what is their marks, so they can easily evaluate themselves where exactly he is lying, in which bracket they are lying. So third point is collaboration. So this is very important from any point of, from any student point of view, because if I talk about like the learners, like the distance learner, uh, they studies from their home, and they hardly get chances to interact with their teachers uh, to get their issues resolved. To make students and the teacher closer to each other, we came up with collaboration tools, which is called as chat rooms, messages, forums. So by using these tools, a student can raise their concerns to the respective teacher for getting their issue resolved. Okay, so now fourth point is the student attrition rate. So this is very important from any university point of view, uh, because this feature will help, like compliance feature, this will help the university or the management guys to maintain the proper quality of educations within their university. Okay, to maintain such quality of education, we have created some configuration at the system level with, oh, I think Mr. Tuwelde has just arrived. He's coming twice. Anyways, okay. So by using this feature, the university can track the progress of each and every course. They can see how the teachers are performing with the students, whether they are giving proper activities or not. So this I will show you later during the product demonstration. So fifth point is the user behavior and the trend. So we have more than 150 plus reports within the system, which will help management to see the current course progresses um, within the system, how the different students are performing, what are their activities. Also they can see the current marketing trend, in which course the students are more enrolling, what is the latest trend. So they can easily evaluate by seeing such kind of reports. So in this slide, as Pramil explained you already, that we are not just limited to the LMS, but we do also have a admission portal, okay, with the help of which a university can take the online applications from the student. So student can visit your university website, they can click over apply now button. Now student can fill the application. After filling the application, they can also select their respective programs or the course in which they are interested. Then they can submit their fees as well as online. So we can integrate the payment gateways like credit card, debit card, so student can pay fees by using those. Or if university want to take offline payments from the students, they can take offline payment, and student can upload the receipts of those payments against these applications. So once these applications are submitted by the student, now admission team can easily review these applications on a single dashboard, and they can verify their application. Once it is verified, after approving the application of a student will land to the university platform. So this university platform can be used by two ways by the university. So they can use this platform as a market course place as well. So university can host some short courses on their university portal. So if any student want to take some self-paced courses, and they can go and they can subscribe for the various short programs which are offered by the universities, and they can do the payment and they can do their study there itself. Now second platform is a university platform, in which the students who comes under like undergraduate program or graduate program, diploma holders, so they can log in on the university platform with the help of username and the password. So these username and the password will be provided by the university admin team. So once they will log in, they can do all their activities, they can see their enrolled courses. So they can do online offline learning, they can do the collaboration studies, self assessment they can do. Plus we have given the options, so student can mark their attendance as well, so which I will show you later. They can do activities as well. Now the benefits from the teacher and the management point of view: management, they do not need to invest anything over the infrastructure, okay, because we provide our solution on the cloud. Second is positive cash flow. So the moment system will student will start using our platform, so the management will have access over the all their studies, like uh, they can manage all the controls of the student, reducing student attrition rate. We, by using the compliance portal, it will reduce this rate. Analytics, then the compliance management. So once a student has been graduated from LMS platform, now student will also lend to the alumni platform. We do also have this platform, with the help of which uh, our alumni can keep continuing their education within the same university by like opting some short courses which may be offered by the universities in the current future, or they can become the mentor of the current graduating students, and they can help them to assist. They can do the networking, they can put some articles, blogs, and all alumni can network with each other, collaborate. They can do some donations. Also they can refer jobs of their organizations to the current graduating students within that university. So this is how the alumni portal will play an important role for a university and an alumni point of view. Now in this slide, I'm just going to show you the major modules. So we have core LMS, then admission portal, compliance portal to manage the quality of education, timetable to manage the resources like the various lecture halls, labs, computer rooms. So you can manage all those by using the timetable feature. Then we have attendance, offline attendance. We have this one. So student, if they don't have internet, still they can mark their attendance. Then live classes, We have integrated our platform with the live classes, assignments, quiz, forums, chat rooms, analytics, text to speech. So this will convert the text into the voice, content management, then the alumni portal. So these are our some big customers around the Africa. So in 20 plus countries we have customer as of now in Africa. We are working with some of esteemed universities like UNISA, this is University of South Africa, Badr University in Cairo. So they all are having student 20,000 and more. Kenyatta University in Kenya, Cavendish University in Uganda, then Catholic University of East Africa, CSAG in Senegal, Zambia, South Africa, KSMS. So these are our major clients around the Africa. Then in Rift Valley, we have recently started with Rift Valley in Ethiopia. LIC Lunar International College we have started in Ethiopia. So these are our major clients. So let me take you through the platform. Okay, so as of now, I have connected my mobile phone with my laptop, so that I can broadcast my screen. So on this phone, you can see two different applications. One is for MLMO application, and the other is teacher application. So the moment I will click over this MLMO application, it will load that student application. So these are the registered courses. So as of now, this student is enrolled into 5 different courses. So these are, so if I will tap over here, so it will open the menu. So this menu is divided into 3 part: content part, collaboration, and the reporting. The moment student will click over the courses, he can see all his enrolled courses. Okay, so whatever I'm going to show you here on this mobile application, everything can work without internet. Okay, so the logo, it will get changed with your Admas University logo will appear here. The color will get changed as per your university website look and feel. So all those color will appear here. So it's a 100% native application. Okay. So now I'm just going to show you the courses. So here you
Sorry,
can see
Sumit,
this is a digital. Yeah,
is Tolda
yeah,
still on? Can you hear us? I don't know. Is
I can hear you.
Tolda, are you there? Tolda? Can you check? I don't know. I don't think he's off. I'm just looking at it on the list.
Yeah, he is offline.
He's offline, I think.
Oh, I'm just recording this session as well so that I can
Oh,
share
sorry.
this meeting with him. Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
So I can see. So he's offline now. He's active now. Yeah. So what I'm saying, like uh, the moment like this application can be work in 100% offline mode, and this application can be customized as per university look and feel. So university logo will appear here, the color will get changed as per the university website look and feel. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the courses, how the courses will look like on the student phone. So as of now, this student is enrolled in 5 courses. So this course is digital marketing having 5 topics. So I can see the teacher name, enrollment, my enrollment date. As a student can see his overall progress in this course. He can see different topics. Chapter 1 is 100% complete, chapter 2 35% complete, chapter 3 11% complete. So the moment I will tap over one of the topic, it will load the content. So here I can see my respective content under that chapter. The moment I will scroll it down, I can see various attachments. So these are the attachments which are basically uploaded by the teachers to share it with the student. So I can open this PDF within my mobile phone by just tapping over that. So this is how I can go through my PDF. I can open this video as well. So we have an embedded inbuilt video within our application. So students, they do not need to download the separate application.
To have an online presence. You can provide the most amazing products and services, but that means nothing.
So this is how they can play their videos.
Did you know that?
So this video is also can be played in offline mode. Okay, so just below to these activities you can see the various these are the activities, sorry, so these are the assignment, survey, quiz, chat rooms, and the forum. The moment a student will tap over any of the activity like quiz, so he can open those various activities. So I can start any quiz. I can, the moment I say start, now I can answer these quiz. So we support all standard format of quiz. It could be like true, false, fill in the blanks, multiple choice, or short answer. So this is how the student can easily attempt any quiz. Now you can see one red color icon on the right corner. So if I will tap over here, I can see various options like ask a teacher. So this feature will allow student to interact with their teachers. So student can select the teacher name from whom he needs some help. So you can see one attachment icon at the left bottom corner. The moment I will tap over here, so I can tag any course, any area which I want to discuss my teacher. So if I'm facing some issue in women empowerment, I'm just selecting it by using the radio button. The moment I say insert, a link is created of that particular course. The moment teacher will click over that link, it will take teacher to that particular area in which the student is facing the issue. So this is how the easily student can tag that area instead of writing the complete story in message window. So student can see all the attachments, quiz assignment, they can see live classes. So student can join their live classes by using this option. So they just need to press over the join button. The moment they will press over the join button, they will enter into those Zoom meetings and they can see all the live lectures which are taking care like teaching by the teacher. So the benefit from the teacher point of view of integrating the Zoom with our LMS platform is that number one, teacher, they do not need to invite each and every student by sharing the link separately on any Telegram group or the WhatsApp group to the student that you have a session tomorrow at 3 p.m. or 2 p.m. The moment teacher will create this live classes in our platform as an activity, it will automatically send notifications to all the students who are enrolled in that particular courses that you have a session tomorrow at this time. Plus, it may be possible that teacher have raised this live session for the 50 student, but due to certain issues like maybe internet issue, 20 pupils are not able to join that session. So it will automatically record that session in our platform. So if any case, if those students miss those classes, they can easily recap the recording which are stored in those courses. Also, the student who already attempt, they can recap whatever is like left teaching given by their teachers and all. Okay, so notes, voice, this will convert the text into the voice, bookmarks, settings, this will allow the students to like change the font size, accents and all, so they can do all those changes. So courses we have discussed, assignment, quiz, I have shown you, bookmarks, they can see all their bookmarks, messages, they can do messages one-to-one, one-to-many. Then forum, they can have discussion over a forum or a particular topic, chat rooms, event calendar. This will allow student to see all their upcoming activities deadlines, so they can see the deadlines of respective assignments and the quiz, so that nothing is left behind. They can take part into the various survey management, or the teachers, they can raise some surveys within the students to get their feedback. Student attendance, student can mark their attendance digitally. Now the reporting part. So this reporting part will help student to see their progress, how much topic progress they have. Like in a particular course, like digital marketing, the student has covered chapter 1 by 100%, chapter 2 35%, chapter 3 11%. So this is overall progress of this particular student. Now as a student, if I want to see my progress as an assignment, uh, so I can see here. So 100 marks is the highest mark within this particular assignment, whereas 70 marks is the user mark and 20% mark is the average mark. So he can easily evaluate where exactly in which bracket he is lying. So he's already above average, he is performing within this class. Similarly, the student can also see their quiz progress in this form of graph. Okay, so this is all about the student application, just nutshell. So now I will take you through the teacher application. So with the help of this teacher application, teacher can also create their content on their mobile phone itself. If they do not have laptop or like anything, still they can create such kind of content. It could be some micro content, they can record their videos. So within this feature application, we have given the additional option to the teacher, add content. The moment teacher will click over here, this application will give 5 different ways by which a teacher can create their content. Number one is the add audio. So if a teacher want to create their audio lecture, they can create their audio lecture by giving some description. You know, the lecturers, they love to speak more instead of giving the written notes to any of students. So I think Mr. Tewelde has just left. Let me wait for a few seconds so that he can rejoin. So I'm just waiting for 2 more minutes. So let me keep going. I will send this recording to Mr. Tewelde. Okay,
Sumit,
so as it, yeah,
I
Nesfin.
received a chat from Tewelde. He said, please record the presentation for me. He said he has poor bandwidth for the internet connection. So
Okay, so I'm just going. So I will keep continuing next 15 minutes,
and then we'll send
and
in the
then I will
record.
share this recording with you.
That will be better.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
He has internet issue. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. So what I'm saying, using this feature, the teacher can record their audio lectures. So the moment I press record button, hi, this is Sumit. I'm here giving you the MLMO demonstration today. So my voice is recorded now. I can preview my voice. Hi, this is Sumit. I'm here giving you the MLMO demonstration today. The moment teacher will press over the publish button, it will ask teacher in which course you want to publish your content. Select a course to publish. The moment teacher will select that particular course and the topic, and that moment teacher will press over the publish button, it will publish that audio lecture within that course, and it will automatically send notifications to all the students who are enrolled in this course that you have received a new audio lecture from this teacher. Okay, so this is how a teacher can upload and automatically can be notified to all the students. Similar way, teacher can also add notes. They can attach file. It could be the presentation file, image file, video file, and they can post those attachment into any of the courses. Teacher can also record their live video. If a teacher want to record some live video and they want to explain some certain topics to a particular student, so they can record their live video by using their mobile camera, and it will record audio and voice both in this device, and the teacher can publish that audio, that recording into any of the course in which they want. So once this video recording is done, they can publish. Now apart from this, we have one important feature, publish whiteboard video. So there may be many areas where teacher need whiteboard to explain certain equations or some uh, topics to the student. So they can use their mobile phone as a whiteboard as well, and they can use their finger to write on this whiteboard instead of chalk. So now I'm just going to show you how teacher can draw everything. So if I say x plus y square equal to x square plus y square plus 2xy. So I can write by using my finger on my mobile screen. I can use different colors to highlight the stuff. If I find this slide is full, I can go to the second slide. Then I can insert images to create my whiteboard videos. I can resize this image. I can drag drop. Now I can annotate. So this is how easily a teacher can create different video recordings, then they can stop recording. Once it is done, now teacher can preview their recording, whatever they have teach. To write on this whiteboard instead of chalk. So now I'm just going to show you how teacher can draw everything. So if I say x plus y square equal to x square plus y square plus 2xy. So I can write by using my finger on my. So once the video is like previewed by the teacher, the moment they say finish, now they can publish this whiteboard video into any of the course in which they want to post their content. So this is how a teacher can create their micro contents by using their mobile phone itself. Now if I go to any of the course, I can see those courses in which I am teaching as a teacher. So I can open any of the topic. Now I can create some content. It could be the assignments, quiz, chat rooms, forum. So if a teacher, I want to create some assignment, I just need to tap over assignment button. Then I can give some assignment name, assignment description, assignment start date, due date, what is the submission type, like it's a text submission or student have to upload the file again this assignment, and what is the feedback, what will be the maximum grade. So the moment I say submit, my assignment get created and it will send push notifications to all the students that you have received a new assignment. So this is how a teacher can create those assignment. Teacher can also create uh, on their mobile phone itself. They can go and they can see how many are the submitted assignment, how many are the graded assignment. So for the course assignment 2 also they can see, so already the assignments are graded. If they want to grade, they just need to press over grade button and they can keep continuing the gradings. So then we have e-library feature. By using e-library features, we can integrate the e-resources which are available with the universities, and this can be accessed by the students by using this feature, and they can open these e-libraries within their mobile phone, or if they want to open on the web as well, they can open on web platform, and they can refer these ebooks for their studies purpose. So these are the ebooks. I can swap my own ebooks to keep studying. Now moving to next area, assignment, quiz, bookmarks, these everything is same. So student attendance. Okay, so this is the feature by which a teacher can take digitally the attendance of the student. So teacher have to select that course in which they want to take the attendance. The moment they will press over the create new attendance button, it will create a random code. You can see one code is generated here, BB65. So the moment teacher will share this code with their students, student have to enter this code under the attendance uh, tab. Once they have submitted this code, it will mark their attendance into the system. So this is how that student can mark their attendance. So if a teacher want to review the attendance of the marked student, so they can see on their mobile tablet itself. So they can see these are the respective students and these are the status of their attendance, like these are the present, absent, and they can see all these stats within their mobile phone itself. So this is all about like teacher and the student application. So whatever I have shown you on these both applications, this really do not require any kind of internet. So let me show you in brief about like our platform as well. So this is our web platform. So on this platform, I have logged in as a admin administrator. So administrator can see the various options. So I can see the teacher's login report, dashboard. It's it's having the course report, teacher dashboard, attendance report, timetable, live classes, collaboration. You can also take interviews by using our system, admission committees, so you can review the applications as well which are coming to your platform. So from admission point of view, so admission team can review the applications, so they can see these are the different students who applied for these respective programs. This is the fees which are submitted by the student, their application, the payment type, bank, wallet, M-Pesa, bank, in which bank the student have submitted the fees. And if they want to see their application, they just need to click over the application button here. It will open the student application within the PDF file here itself. So you can see here the application is downloading. Yeah, so this is how the course tab will look like at the student end and the respective user end, so they can see all their enrolled courses. This is how the course will look like. So compliance portal, so this is the compliance portal which we are talking in the uh, presentation PPT. So here the management, they can set configuration at the activity level, required number of assignment to be created within a course, so they can set some minimum criteria, so it should be 4. Required number of forums to be created, it should be 2. Required number of quiz to be created, it should be 4. So they can set these numbers. So required number of days in which the content should be created once the new intake has been started. So responsiveness configuration, it means teacher have to grade within this time frame. So management can set this time frame. So if anyhow, if teacher is not following this time, like these compliance, so it will generate reports at the management end, so they can see the status of different courses. So green color indicating that this is a compliant course. So you can see submitted is 3, all 3 assignments are graded. Submitted is 5, all 5 are graded. But here you can see 5 forums are in discussion, but teacher have responded only 1. 5 assignments are created, but teacher have graded only 4 assignments, due to which these courses have become non-compliant. So red color are the non-compliant, green are the compliant one. So similarly, the management can see other courses as well, green, red. So you can see the difference. Submitted is 18, but teacher have graded only 1. So always the dean of their respective faculty, they can call the respective teacher and they can see uh, what is the area of why he's lagging behind in that. So they can discuss that gaps. Uh, so this is how the compliance portal will look like. So if a student will click over e-library, they can refer the e-library for resources. Reports to, we have report section to see all available reports which are available in the system. Then we have a complaint section. By using this section, any student or any teacher, any user, they can raise their concern to the management. They can type the subject, they can type the description, and they can, if they want to tag particular course or something, they can submit it. If they want to hide their name while raising any complaint, they can hide their name as well, so that their name will not be out between the different members and all. So this is how our portal will look like to any user. Now let me also show you how it will look like at the student end. So now I'm going to log in as a student. So this is the dashboard of a student. So this student is enrolled into 7 courses, 1 discussion, 3 chat rooms. So this is how his dashboard will look like. The moment student will click over my courses, he can see his different courses in which he is enrolled. And if you want to review any of the course, he just need to click over that course. He can see respected chapters, respected topics. I can open any respective topic. As a student, I can see this is my content. These are the various attachments. These are the videos. If I want to play any videos, I can play that video within my browser itself. Okay. So this is how the video is playing. I can close it. I can open any PDF file. These are the activities, assignment, quiz, survey. So I can attempt any of these activities. So this is how, like, they can see the attendance report, timetable, collaboration, messaging. They can do discussions, course, e-library, complaint. So they can do all those stuff. So this is all about like student. Then this is one of the like admission form which that we are talking earlier, the how the student can apply online. So they can go to your website, they can, the moment they will click over apply now button, they can fill their personal details to apply for a particular program, personal details. Then at the step 2, they can select the mode of study, regular study or distance learning, then type of program in which they are interested. Then they can select like which program they want to select. And as you told that you have multiple campuses, so a student can select their nearest campus which is nearest to their hometown or like their place of living. So they can select their respective campus and they can fill their kin details. Then step 3, they can fill their schooling or college details, and then they can upload their photos, national ID, academic certificate. Once they have uploaded everything, at the step 6, they can go and they can do the payment. Either they can submit the payment into the banks or they can do the online payment using the M-Pesa or some credit or debit card. So this is how the student can also apply by using the online application. So I think I'm done from my end. Uh, so if anybody is having any questions, so you can send it those questions over the email or like WhatsApp group. So I will be happy to answer all those your queries. Thanks everyone. Thanks for your time.